Off-highway vehicle, or OHV recreation, is a fantastic way for Montana families to enjoy the great outdoors. The spectacular scenery and abundant wildlife found in our state provide OHV enthusiasts with a wealth of opportunities for adventure. From the challenge and discovery encountered along the trail to the activities enjoyed at trail's end, such as fishing, photography, or even bird watching. To preserve these invaluable backcountry opportunities, all trail users must act responsibly and recognize that common courtesy, ethical use of trails, and good trail etiquette are key to sharing trails and maintaining our ability to use public lands. We must continue to cooperate with private landowners, public land managers, and other recreationists. Just like us, hikers, hunters, horseback riders, and mountain bike riders have their own perspective about the backcountry and value their own means of getting there. We must always respect not only the land, but all those who share it with us. After all, enjoyment of our state's natural resources is a privilege, not a right. There are several types of off-highway vehicles: all-terrain vehicles, or ATVs, trail bikes, which can also be called off-highway motorcycles, or OHMs, and side-by-sides, which are also called recreational off-highway vehicles, or ROVs. Each of these vehicle types have specific rules regarding their use. OHVs used in public lands in Montana can't travel on trails narrower than the vehicle. For example, ATVs and side-by-sides are not allowed on single-track trails, and the public lands have restrictions on the use of side-by-sides and other machines on 50-inch trails. Modifying your vehicle, such as adding larger wheels, can change the legal width of your vehicle and will impact where you can legally ride. If you are not sure where your vehicle can travel, be sure to contact the agency administering the land and find out if there are trails open for your vehicle where you wish to ride before you set out for the trails. Shared use roads, or roads open to both licensed and unlicensed vehicles, add to our riding opportunities, but they have different requirements than trails. For these roads, you must have an OHV decal, be at least 12 years old, and if you are between 12 and 15 years old, you must also have an OHV safety certificate and be accompanied by a person with a valid driver's license. Montana law allows licensing of off-highway vehicles. Once you license your OHV, you must follow all of the rules and regulations for licensed vehicles as well as off-highway vehicles. Responsibility starts before you hit the trail. Make safety a priority by preparing yourself and your OHV before your ride. Make sure your OHV is well maintained and operating properly, and you have the current OHV decal according to state requirements. Equip yourself with tools, water, and first aid supplies, and check to make sure your helmet, eye protection, gloves, and boots are all in good condition.
Jake, have you told Kevin when we're going to be back and where we're headed?
Yes, Kevin knows that we're going to be back at 6 o'clock tonight.
As a responsible trail rider, you should plan your ride by reviewing the current trail map before you depart. The U.S. Forest Service uses a motor vehicle use map to show routes open to motorized vehicles. Maps for the BLM can be found on their website. Let others know where you are going and when you plan to return. Never ride alone, and make sure you and your riding partners are confident and qualified to handle the terrain. Know the area you plan to ride and take a map with you. Be sure that the route you intend to ride is open and legal for your type of OHV. Prepare an alternate route or plan in case you encounter unforeseen conditions. Once you're on the trail, watch for signs to keep you on your planned route. Use the Montana rules of OHV safety every time you ride to ensure you and your family finish the day without injury. Always wear a DOT-compliant helmet, goggles, long sleeves, long pants, over-the-ankle boots, and gloves. OHVs are not designed to be used on paved surfaces. Never ride under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Never carry a passenger on a single-rider ATV, and no more than one passenger on an ATV specifically designed for 2 people. This is the law. Ride an OHV that's right for your age. ATVs and side-by-sides have age and size limits. Always supervise riders younger than 16. ATVs are not toys. Always ride only on designated trails and at a safe speed. Take a hands-on training course. Get more information at atvsafety.org, rohva.org, or dirtbikeschool.org. All trail users have some impact on our natural resources. As an OHV rider, there are specific ways you can help protect the environment. Travel with a minimum impact by riding only on designated trails and staying on the trail. Ride through obstacles rather than going around. Avoid making ruts or riding through areas which are too wet, even if they are legal routes. There is a difference between legal behavior and ethical behavior. While it may be legal to ride a muddy trail, doing so may cause damage to the trail and cause it to be closed. Being ethical helps keep our trails open. Clean water is one of our most precious resources. Avoid riparian areas which serve as nature's water filters. Cross streams only where designated and avoid spinning your wheels. Noxious weeds are threatening Montana's wildlife habitat, agriculture, and economy. Trail riders can avoid spreading weeds by staying on the trail and washing their OHV, clothing, boots, and haul vehicles after every ride. Learn to identify noxious weeds and report infestations to the appropriate land managers. Montana is abundant with watchable wildlife. Be sure to view wildlife from a distance and move on before they become disturbed. No outdoor recreationist should ever pursue or harass wildlife. Grazing, whether on private or public lands, is an important function of Montana's economy. Fences and gates allow livestock operators to manage their use of grazing lands. Always leave gates the way you found them. Our trails do not take care of themselves. To ensure we have OHV trails in our future, help us keep and maintain our trail systems. Join a local or statewide club, or form your own club. Have your club work with your local land management agencies and elected officials to help maintain the trails and your riding areas. There are also some important ways you can respect other trail users. Ride quietly. Your OHV should have a quiet, well-maintained muffler and must be equipped with a U.S. Forest Service approved spark arrestor. Ride slowly and at low RPMs through campgrounds, trailheads, or other areas where you are likely to encounter other recreationists. Campgrounds and trailheads are not riding areas. Save your riding and your kids' riding for the trails. Finally, move off the trail, turn off your engine, remove your helmet, and greet approaching horseback riders. Horses will recognize you as a human more readily by hearing your voice and seeing you without your helmet. A cordial greeting to other recreationists will help maintain a positive image of OHV recreationists. If you are using your OHV for hunting access, remember that all of the OHV trail regulations apply to you. Just as your firearm is a tool for your hunt, your OHV is also a tool for your hunt. Both tools require proper training and respect for a safe and ethical hunt. You may not take your OHV off the trail for game retrieval. Game must be brought to the trail and then carried on your OHV. Doing this between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. will keep from disturbing other hunters. Remember, your actions speak for all OHV riders, so be sure your actions make a positive statement about our sport and those who enjoy off-highway vehicles. Always stay on the trail. Ride in a safe and responsible manner. Protect the environment and respect the rights of other trail users. You'll be doing your part to preserve Montana's natural resources and OHV recreation for generations to come.